Tim here with another unboxing of some items I got for my GoPro Hero4 Silver. And this is kind of some random items. First off, as most of you know, the accessories for this camera are kind of expensive. And I'm assuming that means maybe better quality. You know, it's got the GoPro name on it. But really, if you want to use this camera to its fullest extent or fullest potential, you want to have a lot of different types of accessories, mounts, and products that go with the camera that make it useful to use. I've got a lot of them, you know, the headband, the mount for a hat, and then the various mounts such as for a tripod or for your helmets or mounting to a flat surface. And you get a lot of these little parts when you order other things that, you know, they include some extra mounts, so they tend to build up. I also have, you know, like a little Joby clamp type, I don't know what they call it, gorilla clamp or gorilla something that, you know, uses a tripod mount, and you can wrap it around bars or, you know, odd shaped objects to mount your camera. And also picked up the the wand, kind of like a selfie wand that you can expand out and you know, get a different vantage point while, you know, holding the camera. So ordered a few more things that came today, and so I'm just going to unbox them and explain what I got and why I got them. And I'm the type of person that really shops around, you know, different websites, different stores when looking for products. I try to find the best price and the best quality. You know. And a lot of times I find them in stores. Sometimes I find them online. So what I've got here is I ordered the Wasabi Power batteries, and that's one of the things that I ordered. Oh, there's something else in there too, and I was a little unsure about buying extra batteries from, you know, a site or from somebody other than GoPro, you know, buying their own batteries. But recently, Flight Test asked on their Facebook page, they asked a question about the batteries. And a lot of people responded saying they work just as well as the GoPro batteries. So I found a deal on Amazon for 2 batteries, a charger, and then the USB cable that you use to plug in the charger to the battery or some other power adapter. So I needed batteries because sometimes I'll go out and I'll shoot time lapse with the GoPro, and after 2 hours the battery that's in there is dead, and I can hook up like an external power source that works, but I'd also like to have extra batteries out there, just, you know, so I can swap them out in case I can't use an external power source. Say the camera is mounted on something that, you know, you can't have extra, like that power pack that you might be able to plug into the camera otherwise. So having extra batteries is good, and I haven't really heard much negative about these batteries from Wasabi. I know I don't know if they're an off-brand or if they make a lot of if they're branded in other names, but from what I read on the Flight Test website or Facebook page, people seem to think that they're just as good as the GoPro battery that comes with the camera. So I got a good deal. You can find that. I'll probably put a link down below if you want to go and check out where I bought it on Amazon. Again, dual battery charger batteries for the GoPro Hero4. And make sure you get the right batteries for whatever camera you have. So that's one of the items that I picked up, and it's a kind of a small Kind of wasn't expecting it to be this small, but it seems to be pretty lightweight, and this is nice for traveling. The dual charger, it's got a sort of a rubbery feel to the bottom of it, like an anti-slip, and then the rest of it is kind of a smoother plastic. Actually, most of it feels like that anti-slip rubber type feeling. But this will allow you to charge up 2 batteries, plug in this to the USB on your computer or some other power outlet, and you can charge them both up and have extra batteries wherever you may be. The next thing that I bought, and I only bought 2 things in this order, is a Joby Clamp. And this is an Action Series action clamp and locking arm. And so I wanted a way to clamp the camera onto things. That was one of the mounts that I really didn't have. I've been looking at the GoPro Clamp, the squeeze type that has the flexible arm on it. And I may get something like that eventually, but it was kind of expensive. You're also limited to where you can, the width or the opening of that clamp, which you are with this, but this is a little different design by Joby. So let me go ahead and open it up. And on the box, of course, they show somebody having it mounted on a skateboard, on a, looks like a go-kart, and a motorcycle. And it says locking clamp, action clamp, and locking arm. It doesn't really give much else information on the box. There's some sort of locking arm Action Series. This might be, looks like instructions on how to use it. And they show it being used with the GoPro camera and the looks like a Sony action camera. So in the plastic tray here you get the locking mechanism, and looks like you can adjust the bottom part, different locations or different settings, different widths, and then you can screw this down to tighten it up once you've got it probably where you want it, as close as you want it with this bottom arm. Then you screw this down to make it really snug. They include a tripod type mount for the GoPro camera, which after a while you start to get a lot of these when you get all these different mounts. They all seem to include the tripod type mount, which you can see I've got one already on here. This one's a little different shape, but it looks like basically the same thing, same idea. And then they've got the arm, and you can mount it, you can screw it onto either end of this clamp. And I'm not quite sure, I haven't read the instructions on how to use it, but it looks like you put it in whatever position you want, and then you tighten this up, and this will tighten up both balls or ball joints on here in whatever position you would like it to be in. And it seems to be a pretty snug fit. So I'll be able to clamp this on to different items and then screw the camera on, position it however I would like it, and shoot from there. So I'm going to have to try it out on different locations, different places to see how well it works, how tight this is. It's kind of a rubbery, grippy surface on the clamp itself. And then you just tighten it all up. And one of the reasons I bought this is good price. The brand name Joby's been around a while, so they have a pretty good name. Also because I'll be able to use this same clamp and purchase the flexible arm, similar to this kind of flexible material or construction. These bendable arms. They make one that you can screw on onto the same clamp instead of using this type of arm, and have a little more flexibility as to where, how you angle your camera or position your camera. And so I plan on buying, what I plan on doing is buying, they sell the arm attached to a suction cup. So I'm going to buy that, and that way I'll be able to use this arm or the flexible arm on either this clamp or the suction cup. Either one will work. I can switch them all back and forth. And that would, rather than buying the arm that came with another clamp and having two of these clamps, I'll have a suction cup and a clamp and the arm and this arm, the flexible arm, and then this arm, locking arm. So that's kind of my reasoning for why I purchased this. I look forward to making some more videos, finding creative places to attach this. Now that I've got extra batteries also, I can be out in the field or out, photographing longer without having to worry about recharging. So thanks for watching, and hope you're all making some good videos out there, and look forward to making some of my own. Thanks again for watching.